Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Week 3 draft here at Athletes Unlimited Basketball. My name is Jade Hewitt, and I'm going to be your host for the next 40 picks as we figure out who is going to be on the rosters for Week 3. We've got our captains here in the studio ready to get going. Now, before we actually begin, I know every week so far, the chat has been absolutely fire. So if you're watching right now, drop your comments in the chat. Let us know who you want the captains to pick, who you want to go on what team, where you're watching from, and what you're most looking forward to here in Week 3. So let's get this party started and let's meet our captains. Starting with gold, serving as the gold captain for the second straight week and the 5th time in her career, she paces AU with 3,042 leaderboard points. And get this, she is AU's all-time leader in leaderboard and stat points. She leads the league in scoring average, assists, and fouls drawn. Apparently, she's going 3-0 this week. That's what she told me right before we went live. She'll join Isabel Harrison and Natasha Cloud as the only 5-time captains. And she is playing for the Athlete Cause One Love Foundation. I give you the one and only Odyssey Sims. And her facilitator this week is going to be Pokey Chapman. All right, moving on now to Team Orange. She is returning to the captain seat for the second straight week. She stands second on the leaderboard with 2,734 points in 6 games. She is the 3rd leading scorer in the league with 22.5 points per game. She's ranked 2nd in the league during Week 2 with 1,331 leaderboard points. She's playing for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Antonio, Captain Nalissa Smith. Facilitator this week is going to be Zach Bunsick. All right, now on down to the blue team. She is also making her 2nd straight trip to the captain seat after guiding Team Purple in Week 2. She ranks 3rd in the league with 2,675 leaderboard points. She has set AU's single game record with 834 leaderboard points in Friday's victory over Team Harrison, which is just absolutely absurd. She's averaging 15.8 points per game and 9.3 rebounds with 3 double-doubles. She's playing for the Black Heart Association, Captain Naz Hillman. Facilitator this week will be Simone Augustus. And now, rounding us out with Team Purple, she's making her 2nd career appearance as a captain. She stands 4th in leaderboard points with 2,581, including a league-high 300 MVP points. That is just unbelievable. She owns AU's record with 14 career game MVP awards, including a league-high 5 this season, voted on by her peers. She's Athletes Unlimited all-time leading scorer with 52 three-pointers, including a league-high 22 this year. So from deep, she's clutch. She's playing for the South Carolina Special Olympics. I give you Captain Kelsey Mitchell. And her facilitator this week is going to be Carlos Knox. All right, so we have met the captains. So let's talk about how this draft is going to happen. Here at Athletes Unlimited, we have a leaderboard. All 44 players are ranked 1 through 44, and the top 4 players each week are going to be our captains. So our draft rules, there are going to be 10 total rounds with 40 players drafted. Purple is going to make the first pick, and this is a snake draft. So we'll start with purple. We'll work our way down to gold. Gold will make 2 picks, so on and so forth. Captains have 2 minutes to make their pick, and sometimes they're going to know immediately, and sometimes they're going to take all 2 minutes. We don't know. There are draft rules. Captains, how are you guys feeling today? You guys ready to rock and roll? A little bit of a late night last night. I know, but we're all here. We're ready to rock and roll. So we're going to start down on the end with Kelsey Mitchell, Team Purple. Kelsey, you are officially on the clock. Oh, and she's already ready. Go ahead, Kelsey. Give us the first pick of this week's draft.
The first pick for Team Purple, I want to pick Izzy Harrison.
Isabel Harrison, of course. Didn't think she would last long in this week's draft, and there she goes, number 1 in Week 3. And as you see on the screen, there is Kelsey with her facilitator, and then Izzy is going to drop into that Zoom room, usually to some smiles and high fives. There we go. So now we're going to continue on with our second pick. Moving on down to Team Hillman in blue. Naj, you're on the clock. Ready to go. Go ahead, Naj, hit us with it.
I mean, I think everybody knows, but I'm going with Alicia Gray.
Alicia Gray, second pick in this Week 3 draft. And as you can see, all the other captains saying, of course, so I'm guessing that they were not anticipating Alicia to be on the draft board for long. So there we go, she's gonna drop onto that roster. Moving on down to Nalissa Smith in orange. Nalissa, you are on the clock. And she's ready. Nalissa, go right ahead.
No, I'm going with my favorite teammate. She's been playing well, Lexi Hull.
Lexi Hull gonna be in orange this week. And now with Odyssey sitting next to me, she let out a big sigh. So I'm guessing Lexi Hull was also on Odyssey's wish list. But that is all right. We're gonna keep this moving down to Odyssey in gold. Odyssey, you are on the clock. All right, Odyssey, go right ahead.
I'm going with one of the sauciest guards in this league, my girl, Jordan Canada.
Jordan Canada, like I said last week, one of my favorite players to watch this season. And now Odyssey is gonna have the next pick, but before she does, I'm gonna talk about it for just a second. I was at one of Odyssey's practices this last week, and I just kind of sat right by the court and listened. And that was really the first time I got to really hear Odyssey's leadership and hear her motivation. If I was a player, I would absolutely want to be on her team. The fire, the energy, the positivity. I mean, as you can see when you come to the games, it's unmatched on the court, off the court, no matter what. So there you go, Odyssey. I had to brag about you just a little bit. You let me know when you're ready with your second pick. All right, Odyssey, go right ahead.
I'm going with my youngin'. We running it back again. My girl, KB, Kirsten Bell.
Kirsten Bell being the first pick of the second round. And she's gonna drop into that Zoom room. Odyssey looks pretty excited to see her. All right, Nalissa, you are on the clock. And like I said before, these captains are talking with their facilitators. You can see them wearing those headphones, communicating with their facilitators, trying to figure out who's gonna be the best pick for their roster. All right, Nalissa, go right ahead.
I'm going with Teresa Plaisance.
Teresa Plaisance, my local Louisiana native. Gonna be our second pick in this second round of the draft. And another one it seems like the other captains wanted. So that brings us down to Naz in blue. Naz, you're on the clock. You good, Naz? You ready? All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go with Natasha Cloud.
Natasha Cloud, one of our backbone players here at Athletes Unlimited on the Player Executive Committee. Also with us last year, one of the first players that we signed for Athletes Unlimited basketball. Coming off the board here in round 2, and that's gonna bring us all the way to the end with Kelsey in purple. Kelsey, you are on the clock. And now it's been pretty fun in the draft studio with 3 of these 4 captains returning. Kelsey is the, quote, new one here. But all of these captains are seasoned professionals at this point. Last week was fun with Melissa and Naz being first-timers in the captain seat, and now they are absolute seasoned pros. They could do this all day. Kelsey communicating with her facilitator. Kelsey, you're about halfway through your time. And now while Kelsey's talking and trying to figure out her next pick, I gotta say, Friday was Athletes Unlimited's 3rd anniversary. It was our 3rd birthday. We had just an unbelievable night, a fun celebration. We had a birthday cake, which some of our athletes apparently went and just stole and took for themselves. I thought I was getting some cake. I didn't get any cake. I think Courtney Williams took it back to her hotel room. But it was our 3rd anniversary. Got to give just the biggest shout out to John and Jonathan, our founders, for just giving us the platform for everybody, not just athletes, for staff, myself included, to live our dreams, to work in this women's sports space. Working at Athletes Unlimited is truly an unbelievable blessing and just one of the best places to be right now. So happy 3rd birthday, Athletes Unlimited. All right, Kelsey, I've been rambling on. Your clock is winding down. And now normally at this point in the draft, they look a little stressed. Are you ready, Kelsey? Hit us with it.
I can go ahead?
Yep, go ahead.
For my next pick, I'm going to go with Sydney Colson.
Sydney Colson finishing out round 2. And now I remind you, with this snake draft format, Kelsey is gonna have a second pick. And it looks like she's ready. So Kelsey, go ahead, let us know who your second pick's gonna be.
I get 2 minutes.
You're still, you looked at me, Kelsey. I thought you were ready to go. Go ahead and keep deciding. Here I am trying to rush Kelsey through this draft, and she said, absolutely not. I need my full 2 minutes, and that is absolutely okay. All right, guys, let's talk about the Unlimited Club. If you're not a member of the Unlimited Club, I need to get on your phone, get on your laptop, go to our website and check out the Unlimited Club. It provides great benefits, including weekly meet and greets, other league player engagements, all starting at just $20. And if you upgrade to UC Gold, you will get a gold box, which includes great items like an exclusive jersey and a Natasha Cloud bobblehead. I have it. I said it last week. I've got it in my hotel room. Super cool. I promise you, you'll want a Natasha Cloud bobblehead. And if you are an Unlimited Club member, hang out, stay around after the draft. You can join us for a meet and greet following the draft with Captain Odyssey Sims. You can get some inside information as to her week 3 roster. So if you're an Unlimited Club member, hang around, chat with Odyssey. You won't regret it. Now you can see on your screen, we got the chat absolutely going off. I see a comment from John Patrikoff. Let us know where you're watching from, guys. Let us know who you're rooting for. All right, Kelsey, that clock is winding down on you. I've also seen the jersey from the UC Gold box. Super cool jersey, got a big 23 on it for 2023. And now I'm getting the word. Kelsey, you are out of time. Go ahead, who's your pick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So for my next pick, we're gonna pick Courtney Williams.
Courtney Williams kicking off round 3. Courtney Williams gonna be dropped into Team Purple in that Zoom room. And that will bring us down to Captain Hillman in blue. Naz, you're on the clock. And you're ready. Go ahead, Naz. Who you taking?
Yep, next we're going to go with Jasmine Walker.
Jasmine Walker going to be joining Team Blue this week. Naz seems pretty excited about that pick. I love it. I love the energy. And that's going to take us on down to Nalissa Smith in orange. Nalissa, you are on the clock. Now, I got to talk about last night. While Nalissa's figuring out who's going to be on her roster last night, again, like I said earlier, a late night in Athletes Unlimited, which seems to be how we do everything the day before the draft. We went into double overtime last night. The energy was unmatched in the court. When Odyssey hit that shot, I think every fan sitting courtside actually came out onto the court in excitement. So just a great atmosphere. If you're in Dallas, come join the party. Come out to Fair Park. Come watch us play live. And Nalissa's giving me a thumbs up, so she's ready. Nalissa, who's your pick?
All right, for my next pick, I'm going to go with Lasia Clarendon.
Lasia Clarendon coming off the board. Joining Team Smith in orange. And that'll bring us on down to gold captain Odyssey Sims, and she is ready. Odyssey. Who is your pick, Odyssey?
For my next pick, I apologize, I said her name wrong. Jamaris Davis.
Jamaris Davis finishing out round 3, joining Odyssey. And she's ready for her next pick. We are moving and grooving, guys. Odyssey, who's your pick?
For my next pick, somebody I am looking forward to playing with this week, Avina Westbrook.
Avina Westbrook joining Team Gold this week. Odyssey seems pretty excited about that. All right, now while Nalissa makes her next pick, let's talk social media, guys. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to talk social media? We are all over social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Hit us up on LinkedIn. Follow us at AUProSports. Use hashtag AUProSports. Use hashtag BeUnlimited. Truthfully, use any hashtag that you like. We want you to be with us on social media. Athletes Unlimited puts such a big emphasis on storytelling, on getting these athletes' names and faces out there. So social media is where you're going to find all the storylines, all the information about Athletes Unlimited, not only about basketball, but about our other sports as well: softball, volleyball, and lacrosse. So get out your phone, go follow us on social. Any social platform, we're on it. So go follow us. Nalissa figuring out who's going to be the next person on her roster. She got her glasses on in this week's draft. Look, I called her Dr. Smith when she walked in. She is so ready to go, and I love it. I love that energy out of Nalissa.
Pick, we're going to go with Danny McCray.
Nalissa Smith picking Danny McCray coming off the board as we're working our way through this week 3 draft. If you're just joining us, welcome to the party. We are drafting our rosters for week 3 out of 5 play here in AU basketball here in Dallas, Texas. And there we go, Danny dropping into that Zoom room. And that will bring us to Naz Hillman in blue. Naz, you're on the clock. And she is, Naz, I tell you, just this absolute seasoned pro in this draft. Naz, who you taking?
I'm trying. I'm taking Lexi Brown. She's playing 3 games this week, y'all. We got to bring her in. Bring her in.
In the house, a fan favorite. I feel like we always get questions about Lexi coming off the board here. Gonna be in that blue uniform this week with Captain Naz. That will be rounding out this round with Team Mitchell down there in purple. Kelsey, you are on the clock. And while we're waiting on Kelsey, we got to talk about a huge moment on Friday. Now, if you don't follow Savannah Collins, go follow her on Twitter especially. She's our digital media reporter, and Savannah tweeted out on AU's birthday, "I hope something magical happens tonight." And what do you know? Jordan Canada hits a shot. I think she hit that shot from San Antonio. She hit that thing from so deep. An absolutely magical sport to celebrate AU's birthday. Savannah Collins, you called it. I tweeted back at her. I said, that tweet aged quite well, Savannah. So well done. A big moment from Jordan Canada and another electric moment here at AU. Now, as we're just hanging out, waiting on Kelsey to figure out that pick, she is all business down there. All right, guys, now if we look at our screen, we got some photos. And like I've mentioned in a couple of the other drafts, this is not my regular day job being the host. I am actually the lead photographer here at Athletes Unlimited. So some of the pictures that you're seeing on the screen are some of my favorite images from this past week. That one of Sydney Colson. We are highlighting the uniforms every week. And Sydney Colson, just one of my absolute favorite people on the planet. All the energy from Crystal Bradford. She's always serving the energy up. There's one of my girls, Taj Cole, was the week that we highlighted our purple uniform. Again, like I said earlier, just a huge emphasis on storytelling, on getting these athletes out there. And one of our new shoots this week with Jessica Custer, highlighting the orange on orange on orange. We can't get enough of the orange. All right, Kelsey, I have rambled for long enough. You let me know when you are ready with your pick. All right, go ahead, Kelsey. Who you taking?
The next pick for Team Purple is going to be, we're going to choose India Jones.
India Jones rounding out this round 3. I'm so sorry, rounding out this round 4. Here I am losing track of where we are in the draft. And again, we are in a snake draft format, which means Kelsey is gonna have another pick, but I'm guessing she's gonna want all 2 minutes, and that is totally okay. Kelsey, you are on the clock with your second pick. And now, like I mentioned before, basketball is just one of 4 sports that we have here at Athletes Unlimited. We started out with softball back in 2020 in Rosemont, right outside Chicago. We have volleyball, which is going to be at a location that's going to be announced very soon, so stay tuned for that. And then we have lacrosse out on the East Coast. All 4 sports follow the same leaderboard format. Each league does have different amount of players in each league, but they do all follow the same leaderboard format with captains and a weekly draft. So if you're into those other sports, I recommend go follow them on social media. Kelsey, you are ready with your pick. Hit us with it.
The next pick for Team Purple will be Ty Young.
Ty Young gonna be in purple this week. Kicking off round 5 from Captain Kelsey Mitchell. And as we move on down to the second pick of this draft, it's gonna be Captain Naz Hillman, who go figure has the thumbs up. Naz, go ahead, let us know who you're picking.
Yes, we're going to go with Veronica Burton.
Veronica Burton coming off the board. Gonna be in reppin' blue this week. All right. Now, Nalissa, she said, is it my turn yet? Nalissa, it is now your turn, and you're on the clock. All right, Nalissa, who you taking?
We would take Air Hearn.
Air Hearn gonna be in orange this week. And now I don't know if you guys can kind of hear the banter that happens between captains, but it's pretty entertaining to hear them communicate with each other once they make their pick. particularly Odyssey Sims, who's sitting right here to my left. Always got a little something to say when everyone's making their pick. So Odyssey, you are on the clock. All right, Odyssey, that's fine. Well, we will absolutely talk. Don't you worry. And just a reminder, her facilitator is Pokey Chapman. Those facilitators offering a ton of knowledge and insight, helping these captains make the best pick that they can for their team. All right, Odyssey working about halfway down through this pick. Got about a minute. I'm not rushing you, Odyssey. You know, you take your time. We're all good. Let's talk about merchandise while we're waiting on Odyssey. And guys, like I said last week, I know what everyone out there in America is thinking. They're thinking, Jade, you look so phenomenal. And you know what? You are right. Why am I looking great? That's because I am currently repping our merchandise. I got the awesome, soft, comfortable drip crew that apparently everyone at the facility is also wearing. So here's what you do. Get online, go to shop.auprosports.com, check out all of our merchandise. We've got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, random other accessories, beanies, everything that you're looking for is on our shop, and it's also available in stadium. So when you come to a game, check out our shop in venue. Again, I cannot recommend enough this crew neck, this amazing drip design. It is so soft and it is so, guys, this is like the ultimate Netflix and chill type of sweater. Just trust me on that. So go check out our amazing merchandise and rep Athletes Unlimited. Now, Odyssey, I hate to tell you, but your clock is winding down.
I'm ready for my first. Ready for my first.
Go ahead, Odyssey, let us know.
My next pick, I'm picking Kirby Burkholder.
Kirby Burkholder, gonna be joining Team Gold this week.
My next one, y'all help me.
Kirby Burkholder, another veteran in Athletes Unlimited, playing in her second season as well. Got a nice little mix of some rookies, some vets. There's Kirby joining in that Zoom room. And if you're just joining us by chance, we are in our Week 3 draft here at Athletes Unlimited Basketball Season 2. This draft is in a snake draft format, so it's going to start with Kelsey down in purple on the end. It's going to work our way down to Team Gold. Odyssey will pick twice, so on and so forth as we work our way back down the line. Odyssey, you're about halfway through your pick. All right, guys, let's talk about tickets. Let's talk about how you can watch Athletes Unlimited Basketball in person. You can come see us for our remaining 3 weeks of games. Great seats, player autographs. You can shoot on the court post-game and more. I will tell you, I have shot on the court post-game myself, and it's not a pretty sight. I will admittedly say I have a terrible shot, but you know what? You can get out there, bring your family, bring your friends, get out on the court after the game, shoot on the same court that Odyssey Williams is draining threes on. You can buy your tickets today at auprosports.com/tickets. Odyssey, you look so ready for your next pick. Let us know. Who are you taking?
My next pick, I'm picking Lydia Rivers.
Captain Sims picking Lydia Rivers. Kicking off the 6th round here. Lydia going to be joining Team Gold this week. And that's going to bring us down to Captain Smith in orange. You got you got a whole 2 minutes, Nalissa. Take your time. Oh, you are ready? All right, Nalissa, go ahead.
Yeah. Our next pick, we will be going with Crystal Bradford.
Crystal Bradford, and admittedly, I gotta tell you, as a photographer, when I want a high emotion shot, I am sitting my lens on Crystal Bradford. Pretty much anything that she does, she's gonna have a big show of emotion. I absolutely love photographing her, and she has pretty spectacular green color in her hair. So, Crystal, if you're listening, know how much I love you. All right, now, moving on down to Captain Hillman, and she gave me the thumbs up like it's no big deal. Naz, who are you taking?
Yes, we are going with Christy Bellick.
There we go. Christy Bellick coming off the board, gonna be joining Team Hillman in blue. All right, Christy coming off the board in round 6 here, dropping into that team with Naz. And that's gonna bring us to the final pick of round 6. Captain Mitchell down there in purple. Chatting with her facilitator down there. Now, personally, I can't imagine the stress that they're under. I sit up here and just chit chat and ramble on like it's no big deal. I don't have any pressure on me, but if I was them, like Nas said, she goes, last week I was sweating, I was nervous. And let me tell you, this studio is chilly. So if they're feeling stressed, I can only imagine how rough that is for them to feel. All right, now, wow, Kelsey has taken her full 2 minutes. Let's talk about our Athletes Unlimited preview show. I mentioned Savannah Collins before. She co-hosts a show with Christina Williams called the Athletes Unlimited Preview Show. You can tune in to AU's YouTube channel every Wednesday at 5:45 Eastern Time throughout the basketball season. They're going to give you all the inside information about AU basketball. They know everything. It's such an amazing show. It's a great addition this year. Got to shout out Savannah and Christina. They joined us here in the draft studio last week. But make sure, if you're one of those super fans, which I know that you all are, go to our YouTube channel every Wednesday at 5:45. Check out Sav and Christina. All right, Kelsey, you let us know when you are ready with your pick.
Team Mitchell, we're going to take, so I don't say it wrong, Jessica Custer.
Jessica Custer in purple this week. All right, great pick down there, Kelsey. Now with the snake draft, you are going to have another pick, but we are going to give you that full 2 minutes, Kelsey, so don't rush. And now let's talk about something that happened last night that was pretty unbelievable. Just one of our regular AU games. We're all excited. The vibe is great. Everyone's having a great old time. And who comes walking through the door? We had Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, and TJ Warren all joined the basketball game last night. And Kevin Durant is also an advisory board member here for Athletes Unlimited. You'll see that photo there on your screen. Kevin Durant, TJ Warren, and that is one of our founders all the way to the left, Jonathan Soros. Just their support of women's sports. So cool to see them in the building. There is Chris Paul. Their support, they know so many of these players. They got to hang out, chat for a little bit, take some pictures. They are playing the Dallas Mavericks tonight, which is why they are in town. So just want to shout out Kevin and Chris and TJ. Thank you guys so much for coming in, showing some love, giving all the support here to Athletes Unlimited and to women's sports in general. We love to see it. Kelsey, that clock is winding down on you. And Kelsey, hit us with your pick.
For Team Mitchell, we will pick up Taj Cole.
Taj Cole in purple, a familiar color for Taj Cole. And be representing purple this week. So now working our way down the line here in round 7 with the second pick, Captain Hillman, and she is ready. Nas, hit us.
Yes, we're going to go with Rebecca Harris.
Captain Hillman picking Rebecca Harris in the 7th round. And we are working our way down. We can't skip Orange, Odyssey. We have to follow the rules. I know. Odyssey is down here. Look, she really did say before this whole party started, she said we're going 3-0 this week. So Odyssey is ready to get her team and get to practicing. So while Melissa's making her pick, let's talk Athletes Unlimited Fantasy. This is brand new this year. It's free. It's easy to play. You draft 4 players weekly and compete on the weekly leaderboard to earn prizes. You can sign up anytime through week 3, through this week, to be entered to win an exclusive signed poster from one of our athletes. You can create your team today at auprosports.com/fantasy. And I'll say it again, time is running out. This is the last week that you can sign up to play fantasy, brand new this year. Super exciting. So head to the website and draft your 4 players. All right, Melissa, you are ready to rock. Hit us with your pick.
For our next pick, we're going to pick Destiny Walker.
Melissa Smith picking Destiny Walker with her pick here in the 7th round. 7 out of 10 rounds. We are drafting 40 players each week. So 10 rounds total in this draft. And Odyssey, it's finally your turn. I feel like you're a kid on Christmas morning with this draft. And now she says she needs a moment. I tell you, I don't know what we're going to do with these captains. They tell you you're ready and then they just turn on you. here, rounding out the 7th round of the Week 3 draft. There's, like I said, Taj Cole. And some of the random places that you'll see in some of our photos is at Fair Park, which is where this basketball season is being held. It's a wonderfully large, massive facility, massive place here in Dallas. That was a horrible way of saying that because there's so much that goes into Fair Park, and if you came here, you'd understand what I'm saying. But it is the backdrop for a lot of our photo shoots and a lot of our fun. Honestly, one of my favorite pictures of you, if you turn around and see that on the screen, what a celebration shot of you. You're adorable, Odyssey. All right, Odyssey, who are you taking with the last pick of this 7th round?
With my next pick, I'm running it back with my girl, Akila Mays.
Captain Sims picking Akila Mays with her final pick here in round 7. And with the snake draft format, Odyssey is going to get another pick.
I'm ready.
And she is ready. Odyssey, who are you picking?
With my next pick, my shooter, I'm picking Mimi Jackson.
Mimi Jackson, and like you heard her said, her shooter. Mimi loves to go from deep. Super exciting. She'll get those 30 points knocked to her name. And here in round 8, working our way down to Captain Smith in orange.
3-0, baby. That's what it's going for.
And as you'll see on your screen, those are currently all the picks thus far in this Week 3 draft. And there are those Zoom rooms where each athlete that's picked drops into those Zoom rooms with the rest of her team, usually to some cheers and some excitement. Melissa, go ahead, let us know who you're picking.
For my next pick, I'm going with my dog, CC Andrews.
CC Andrews, otherwise known as the energy of Athletes Unlimited. If you come to a game, you know what I'm talking about. No matter where CC is on the court, she could be in the concession stand. You're gonna hear her. Her energy is absolutely unmatched. One of my absolute favorites athletes to watch her play, to watch her cheer. The ultimate teammate. So if you're a coach or if you're a parent and you're bringing your son, you're bringing your daughter, Cece's the person that you want to tell them to watch because she knows how to be just the ultimate, the best teammate out there on the court. Nas, you're ready. Here I am just chatting, and I assume you're already ready.
Yep,
Go
I'm
ahead,
ready.
Nas. Who's your pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dejanay Carrington. You're foul.
Dejanay Carrington, and it seemed like everybody else wanted that pick. Nas getting the hot pick there. Seemed like you might be making some enemies on the captain's chairs there, Nas.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about.
And while these three banter, that's going to bring us down to Kelsey down there on the end in Team Purple. Kelsey, you're on the clock. Now the vibe just shifted here in the studio. We had all fun and games in here, and then Nas goes and picks Dejanay Carrington. Now the energy shifted a little bit. So Kelsey, you are on the clock. You're gonna finish us out here in round 8. Guys, you guys are lighting up the comments. I love to see it. Keep on commenting. Let us know who you're rooting for. Let us know what picks you would make. If you had the first overall pick in the Athletes Unlimited draft, who would you pick? Put it in the comments. I wanna know. Let us know who your overall pick would be. That's a pretty powerful place to be. All right, Kelsey, that clock is winding down on you, and you're ready. Who's your pick, Kelsey?
For Team Mitchell, we will pick Maya Hollinshed.
Maya coming off the board, finishing out round 8. Maya's gonna drop right into that Zoom room. And now I'm gonna guess Kelsey needs her next 2 minutes to figure out her next pick. Kelsey and Nas are quite the opposite. Kelsey likes to take all full 2 minutes, and here we go. Nas is always ready to go. So look, while Kelsey is making her pick, let's talk about where you can watch Athletes Unlimited here in week 3. Wednesday and Friday are gonna be on the WNBA League Pass and also the Women's Sports Network. And Saturday's doubleheader is going to be on the WNBA League Pass and Bally Sports. So if you can't make it to Dallas, if you can't be here, there's where you can check us out. WNBA League Pass, Women's Sports Network, and Bally Sports. So tune in, follow us, let us know where you're going to be watching from. Kelsey, your clock is winding down. Go ahead, Kelsey, let us know.
For Team Mitchell, the next pick we will pick is Soraya McGuire.
Soraya McGuire going to be kicking off round 9 here as we work our way, finishing out these last 2 rounds, which brings us to Captain Nas. I hope someone comes to the venue this week for games with a big banner that just says Captain Nas on it. You like it? All right, I appreciate that. All right, Nas, you let us know when you're ready.
Go with Kalia Robinson.
All right, great pick. Kalia Robinson coming off the board here in round 9. And that's going to bring us to Captain Smith in orange. You are on the clock. Now you'll see on the screen just some social media hype from this past week. Of course, I got to tell you, one of the coolest things is walking into work every day and seeing Cheryl Swoops. I tell you, every day it just hits you like a ton of bricks. One of the coolest things ever. You'll see all the action on social media here, all the tweets, all the behind the scenes. We've got a little smattering of everything here. We've got Media Day. We've got Molly McCage making an appearance, who's one of our volleyball stars. Follow us on social media. It's where you're going to get all the inside scoop. Nalissa, that picture of you on that you see floating there right behind you, that's pretty epic right there. I love that. All right, Nalissa, who's your pick?
All right, with my next pick, I'm going with Jenna Stady.
Jenna Stady, going to be in orange this week. Coming off the board, going to Captain Smith. And to round out round 9, that brings us down to the one and only Captain Sims here in gold, who is just busy working away trying to figure out who she's going to draft out of the 5 players remaining. Odyssey, who is your pick?
I'm going with my girl, Essence Carson.
Essence Carson in gold this week. And now with the snake draft, you are going to have another pick here, Odyssey. You let me know. She just gave me a look like, hey, I'm not quite ready. That's all right, Odyssey.
I am ready.
Oh, she is ready. All right. Here we go.
With my last and final pick, I'm going with my girl, Whitney Knight.
Captain Sims picking Whitney Knight with the final pick of her 3-0 team.
Hey, Black.
As she says.
Hey, Black.
All right, and that's going to bring us to Captain Smith with her final pick of this week 3 draft. Nalissa, you let me know when you're ready with your pick. Go ahead, let us know.
All right, with my last pick, I'm going with AB, Antoinette Bannister.
All right, Nalissa picking Antoinette Bannister with the final pick, with her final pick of this week 3 draft. There you see her entire squad. Antoinette's going to drop into that Zoom room. And that will bring us down to Captain Hillman with her final pick of the draft. You ready, Nas? Oh, now she waits till round 10 and now she needs a second, right when I get into a rhythm. Leave it to these captains to keep you on your toes. Just 2 picks left in this week 3 draft. It feels like just yesterday that we were having media day. Now here we are 3 weeks deep. Nas, go ahead and let us know who your final pick is.
I don't know how to pronounce her last name. We're going to go with Hope Elam.
There we go.
Sorry, guys. I know her
Elam.
first name.
Nas's final pick of the draft.
Because I know that I didn't know which way it went.
All right, so our final pick of the week 3 draft with Captain Mitchell down there on the end. Kelsey, who is your final player going to be?
Me? I thought it was a given.
Why don't you let us know who that is?
The final pick for Team Mitchell will be Charisma Penn.
Charisma Penn finishing us out here in the week 3 draft. All right, so now what you see on your screen are the final rosters for this week 3. There are your lineups with our captains up at the top. Let us know who you think is going to go 3-0. Obviously, like I said, Odyssey's confident that it's her, but our other captains are confident that is them as well. So let us know, who do you think is going to come out 3-0 this weekend? And like I say it every time, it sounds so funny, But with so many great players, it seems like every week, no matter which way you draft the teams, they all seem stacked. So here we go in week 3, ready to get this party started. Please join us in Dallas. If you are here, come to the venue. Come see what the hype is all about. You can catch us on Wednesday, WNBA League Pass and the Women's Sports Network. You can also catch us on WNBA League Pass and Women's Sports Network on Friday, and then Saturday will also be League Pass as well as Bally Sports. So if you can't make it out here, there's where you can catch us on your TV. All right, guys. Week 3 is set. I cannot believe we're already rocking through week 3. Wednesday will be our first game to kick off this week 3. So come join us in Dallas. Watch us on TV. Come support just these absolutely unbelievable athletes that we've got at Athletes Unlimited. That is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining. We will see you next week for draft number 4. Take care, everybody.
We changing the laws, we give it our all. It's a bigger picture and we paint the walls. We are unlimited. Look at the game, we changing it all. We unified on the front line for the one time, cause it's one grind, no divide. When we ride, use one voice, then we shine. Stand up now, unannounced. Hold on, hear me